socks, so rare, so fun, and so mysterious that only a few have ever been woven into existence, then look no further. Foot Cardigan has recently been chosen by Shark Tank investors to receive an investment of $250,000. Good morning, high school seniors. My name is Amanda Rodriguez, and I am a fulfillment manager at Foot Cardigan. I have been at Foot Cardigan since 2013. I was originally a customer service manager, but recently, because of the increase in subscriptions, I have to be the fulfillment manager because we're getting so many more fulfillments that used to be under customer service. Now you're probably wondering, what is Foot Cardigan? Foot Cardigan is a Sock of the Month company, which means that we offer subscribers a random pair of socks every month. And so you can have a minimum subscription of 3 months, and you can go all the way to 6, 9, or 12. Now, today I will be discussing the benefits of Foot Cardigan and why you all should become subscribers. I will be discussing the need and the comparisons and the advantages. So, you need Foot Cardigan. There are 4 different reasons. The first being, your feet deserve to be fashionably warm and cozy. Say goodbye to the old, boring, solid-colored socks. No one really cares about those anymore. They're not in. And another reason, you're probably wondering, well, why do my feet need to be warm and cozy during the summer? Well, let's say you get a pair of socks in August. Okay, well, you're not going to only wear 1 pair of socks in the month of January. You're going to need more socks, so just keep that socks in August for January. Now, great gifts. Okay, let's say you don't like socks. Well, I don't really understand why you wouldn't, but if you didn't, you can always subscribe and give the socks away for gifts. Now, they're also great conversation starters. We have experience where actually, no one has gotten married yet, Foot Cardigan subscribers, but people have started dating because of the socks. Because they'll see someone having the same socks, and so they'll start talking, and then they start dating, and they've written to us, but no one has actually gotten married yet, so we're waiting for that. And then also the easiness of the process. So like I've said before, you have to subscribe a minimum of 3 months, but when you subscribe, you only pay that one time, and then you just wait for the rest of the months for the Foot Fairy to come to you. Now the comparisons. Our biggest competitor is Sock Fancy. And so these stats that I have up here, the first 3 are according to the Foot Cardigan website, and the first 3 on the Sock Fancy site are according to the Sock Fancy website. So like I said before, the one-time fee for subscription. So let's say you want a pair of socks for 6 months. You only pay that amount, and then you just wait. But in comparison to Sock Fancy, you have to subscribe every month. So if you want a pair of socks in January, you have to pay in January. And then if you want another in February, you have to pay again in February. So it's such a hassle to constantly pay every month. And then cotton is preferred in socks, and so that's just kind of a material comparison. Our socks have 75% cotton, while Sock Fancy only has 70%. And then the pricing. So our socks are a little bit more expensive for kids. They're $11, but it's because kids receive 2 pairs of socks since their feet are a little smaller. And then adults have $9 for the socks, and that is only 1 pair. In comparison to Sock Fancy, it's $7 for kids and then $11 for adult socks. And then 2 things that Sock Fancy doesn't have at all is the Shark Tank investment. So according to a WFA article, Shark Tank investors recently invested $250,000 in Foot Cardigan. So that just shows how much that people see potential in our company and that you should definitely subscribe. And then also we have a fun little podcast that we call Footsies Podcast. And so we don't necessarily talk about socks too much because there's not so much you can talk about at some point about socks, but we really do it just so subscribers can get to know the company and get to know all of us that work there. And now on to the advantages. So 2 key advantages. It's a one-time, I stress the one-time fee for subscriptions because you could subscribe in January and not have to worry about it for the whole year and still receive random pair of socks every month. And also you can add on socks per month if you wanted to. And then there's no more hassle choosing the fun socks, the best socks, because we're going to give you the socks. You're just going to have to deal with the pair that we give you because you no longer have to go to the store, sit in the store and try to see all these different pair of socks that are actually usually more expensive than our socks. And so with the randomness of the company, you just get a random pair of socks. Now, today I have talked about Foot Cardigan. Foot Cardigan is a Sock of the Month company that you receive a random pair of socks every month. And I have addressed the key benefits being the hassle-free of no longer choosing designer socks, and then also the fact that the 3, 6, 9, and 12 month 12-month subscription, and all of you all should become subscribers. I have identified the need, I have identified the comparisons, and the advantage. So today I have subscription forms for all of you to fill out before I leave, and today only you will receive a free month of socks. Thank you. Are there any questions?